What up? It's 92.9 WDUP, the London's home of timeless hip hop and R&B. We got special guests in the building. Very talented, beautiful Tniyah. What you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's going on?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So yo, let's talk about your new record, All My dot. You know what I'm saying? Dope record. Gotta clean up
Thank
for y'all. But
you.
yeah, talk about that record. How it come about?
Um, I kind of just felt like it was so much of that going on. It's so relatable. And I wasn't really seeing anybody talking about it or really singing about it that much, but I do hear the men talking about it a lot. So I'm like, nah, I gotta do this. Even though I wasn't really thinking about it making me look some type of way. Because at the end of the day, like it's relatable, Like that's what I think this song is super fire. It was a super dope concept. But yeah, it was just something thinking out of the box. Like, look, this is what's going on right now. Why not talk about it? Why nobody else wants to talk about it? So
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do.
you will on the front line that. I respect that because like when I first saw the title of the name, I was like, yo, I think I know where she going with this. And then when I
Right.
heard it, I was like, yup, all my, having guys on rotation. Like, how do you feel? Because it kind of feel like the landscape right now is kind of shifting to women, kind of like having a little male vibe to them. It's like, I got people on the, you know what I mean, on the roster too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel that
Right.
shift? Like, talk about that a little bit.
Um, I do feel like it is very common. Um, it ain't really me though,
Mhm.
besides me.
Yeah,
It is very common. I don't feel like it's really anything wrong with it. I mean, in the song I'm describing, one guy is the one that takes you shopping, he buys you all the stuff. I'm not necessarily saying you're being active with that person. The
mhm.
second one, you are. He's the one that, you get down with.
Yeah. You say you feel it in his
And
chest.
yeah, like, and the third guy's the sweet guy. I feel like that's super, like, it's super common. Like, we all get something from different people. Like, this person can't provide that, that person can't provide that. It's the same thing with men. So we may
Yeah,
not talk about it a lot, but it's facts. And
yeah,
being a female, I'm telling you, it's true.
yeah, absolutely. So like what I gather is like, all right, the record, you put the record out, it's something you want to discuss, but then it may not necessarily reflect you. If it does, it won't make no difference anyway. But it's just like, do you write your own songs? And like when you write a song, sometimes you kind of get out yourself and write about something that might not reflect your character at all.
Right. Um, I don't think I'm not saying it was never me.
Oh, no, I ain't put words in your mouth. Go ahead.
I'm not saying it was never me. I'm not gonna hold you, but I don't think I've ever, being anything that I was ever involved in my music, I don't feel like I've ever touched any type of subject I've never been through or something I can't relate to. So I don't think so. And I've never really written for other people, so I can't say that I've written about things that I've never, been through myself. So
Gotcha.
not really yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, so yo, if somebody won't be on part of that roster, what they gotta do to get Tniyah? Again, we're here with Tniyah. You know what I'm saying? We gotta check a joint out. We're gonna play a All My N-word record. All My Mind. We got double play. We gonna, what I mean, two peat that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Somebody
nice.
won't get on that roster. What they gotta do? Need to talk to them. Got guys out here, man, over here got their pens and papers out. Especially on my radio station
Um,
right now listening.
um, I mean, honestly, over the last few months, I feel like I've matured mentally a lot. So I feel like, my standards are completely different than what they were before, but it's more about, stimulating my mind more these days, like, having the money is fine and this and that, but if you can't teach me nothing, if I don't feel like your presence is powerful and I'm kind of intimidated, like, okay, daddy,
Yeah.
if I don't feel that, then, it's a no-go
All
for
right, so we
me.
about to
Yeah.
eliminate like 97% of y'all out there, man. Damn,
Mm,
sorry, man.
I mean,
Sorry, brother.
honestly, yeah.
I feel that. So, yo,
I,
talk about your background as a performer. You know what I mean? As an artist, talk about that. Give everybody your background. Where you from? Give them all that.
I'm a Jersey girl. I'm from
Mhm.
Jersey. I've been singing since I was about 12. So I've been recording music probably since I was about like 16 though. But my whole family's musically inclined, so it runs in my blood. I've been doing this for a minute. I probably performed, like, honestly, publicly, probably twice.
Mm.
Um, I was in a couple girl groups. I was in like two girl groups. One we performed on 106 in Park. You remember Wild Out Wednesdays?
Oh, you
But
gotta
that
talk
was
about that.
what's called, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was called Wild Out Wednesdays.
How was that
So,
experience? I'm sorry to cut you off. We gotta talk about that. We don't want to gloss
no,
over
it's
that.
fine.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about
Um,
that.
it was fun. I kind of thought I was gonna be nervous, but once you get on the stage, all of that kind of disappears. You're more worried about getting stuff done, just getting it over with. And it was fun. It was an experience. I was young though, I was pretty young, so
So,
but it was
who's there?
fun.
Who's there? AJ and Free, or was it Bow Wow? Who
It
was
was
it?
Bow Wow and
Uh,
Angela.
oh, Angela
Hmm.
Simmons. Yeah, word, word.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
It was
dope.
I remember that. Yeah, dang. Yeah, but I actually and I enjoy performing. Right now I'm working on more of artist development. I don't want to just come out there and just do whatever, sound however. So when I come out, I want to pop out like, like
Mhm.
I'm really doing something, I don't want
Yeah.
to, look unprofessional or like I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm definitely perfecting that right now so I can start doing a bunch of shows and all that stuff. So that's coming a lot more,
Mm.
a lot.
So, what's kind of separated you from the pack? What you bring into the game that kind of makes you unique?
I feel like, I mean, I feel like my personality is kind of different. I do kind of feel like I'm a little mysterious, but I still, like once you meet me, it's kind of like, oh, like, I didn't know you were like that. Um, I feel like my tone of voice, the type of music that I choose to make right now, I think the lane that everybody's in right now is kind of different than mine. Um, I'm trying my best to bring back, that upbeat R&B that makes you feel good. Not saying I'm against all the, lovey-dovey sad stuff because I listen to it all day. But, I want to bring back that like old school happy R&B.
What about that baby making though? You talk about old school, yeah. There's a
And
place for the
that
happy
too.
stuff.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got
I
any
got
baby? You
some of
got you
those.
got any baby making joints in the chamber? What you got
I
there?
got some of those. I
All right,
do.
all
I
right.
do. I got my favorite one is actually produced by Teddy Riley.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be dope. I can't wait.
Can you let that out the bag? I mean, you got a record produced by Teddy Riley, a legend. You know what I mean? Talk about that.
Yeah,
Talk about the
that
whole
was that
experience
was
rocking with him.
it was super dope. He was so nice. I think we're friends now.
All right.
I think. It was so cool. We drove out to Vegas to his house and he had a studio in the back. So, we vibed out, listened to some stuff. And yeah, he was super nice. He gave me some tips. He gave me these well, I can't tell you. It's like a secret, but
Oh, industry, yeah,
he gave
word.
me
Like, yeah, yeah. Studio secrets, how
some
to make
little
it sound
tips
right.
or
Yeah,
whatever. But
yeah,
he was super dope, super cool. I feel like him and his engineer really brought the best out of me with that song. So
yeah. So, I mean, you talk about, you was in a group at one point. Teddy Riley, he
mhm.
was in a group. He got Rex and Effects. Do you think there's still a
Yeah,
place
I
for
know.
like R&B artists? I mean, R&B genre to have groups. You think there's still a place for that? Because right now it don't appear to be so.
I mean, I think the only thing that was the issue with groups is really money. I feel like if you look back on the issues that they were having was their ego and money. If a group can get over that and look past that, then I feel like we need those. Like I love groups. I loved it. I
Yeah.
love it. I feel like if they could look past that, I think we should bring those back. A
Do you
bunch of
think
groups.
it might be true with the male R&B groups as well? Do you think there's some cattiness that go to it? It might be with the males too. Like
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
mentioned like all right, the money might be the main factor, but like just I guess naturally being competitive. Like with the
Yeah,
groups
their
you been with, you had to
egos.
experience that.
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I was lucky enough to have like a sisterhood with, the girl groups that I was in. So yeah, we didn't go through that yet, but we were probably only together for like a year. So I don't think it was long enough for us to like our egos to be a little big-headed, but I feel like it's worse with male groups, from the like documentaries that I've seen and stuff. It's
Yeah,
definitely
word.
worse with them.
Word. Now you might be onto something with that for real. Like at the time, like when these groups are actually active, you wouldn't think that, but when you go back and see how, what I mean, they
Yeah,
were acting with the 2020 hindsight. Yeah, like these dudes be catty
yeah,
more than the women. So yeah, I feel you.
yeah. It's still that way. They still talk more than us.
Word.
It's
Word.
child.
Just look at Pretty Ricky, man. Like I don't know, Mariam beefing with all these dudes out there is crazy. Like, yeah, man. But yo, talk about your record actually moving the BBC. Like you overseas with it. Talk about that. Your influence internationally.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's really exciting. I haven't been there yet. I'm about to go for my first time out there. So I think I heard something like if you can make it overseas, you can make it anywhere. So
Yeah.
I'm just ready to hit all over the world, but it's really exciting though. It's really dope.
So yeah, you talk about having Teddy Riley in the studio. Talk about production, everything like that. Do you got like your own production team, as far as like generating your sound, your lane?
Um, I wouldn't say I have like a specific circle, but I do work with some really dope producers. But yeah, I wouldn't say I like playing with a bunch of stuff most of the time. I've done pop songs, I've done the slow R&B songs, I've done the slow all types of music, but I feel like I'm still playing around.
Hmm.
But I definitely still have my sound,
Yeah.
but different versions of it. But yeah, I work with some really dope people. J Track produced all my um he's really dope. He really brings out that he works in he does a lot of church gospel stuff too. So in them gospel songs you feel it in your heart like,
Hmm.
oh my gosh. But yeah, I
Yeah.
got some really dope producers that I work with.
So we got the singles, but like you got an EP, album, project, anything of that nature coming up anytime soon? You want to talk about?
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully I'm looking towards the end of the year, maybe January, February, an EP.
Would that be your first?
Yeah,
Okay. Man. So
yeah, I'm
yeah, be on
excited
lookout for
about
that for real. Word, word. So all right, so like what make you go the EP route than not actually putting out a full blown album? Kind of schools to that a little bit.
it. Honestly, I feel like I don't it's a lot of people still that don't know me,
Hmm.
but I also do feel like when people do um find out who I am, they rather hear a whole body of work instead of, oh, she only has two or three songs out, So I feel like that's why I want to put out an EP, just so I can have a body of work out.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't think they're ready for the album yet because the album would be crazy.
Ain't ready. You heard that.
They're not ready for that.
Y'all lucky she just dropped an EP on y'all, man. Y'all get the full album, man. That Equilibrium gonna be off out here for real, could. So yo,
Yeah, it is.
but yeah,
It
yo,
is crazy.
anything outside of music that some of your interests and everything like that. Talk about that a little bit.
Outside of my music, hold on, I'm so sorry.
That's all good. Take
I'm
your
so
time.
sorry. I can't believe this is happening right now.
Now we hear you
Outside of
fine. We hear you fine. We hear you fine. Like the video kind of froze up. Like yo, for our listeners out here, we do a dual interview. We got the video, and then we got the audio. So you still sound good. So just go ahead.
Okay,
You good now. Yeah.
outside of music, if I'm being honest, I don't really have a life outside of music. I'm constantly perfecting my craft. Like
Yeah.
if I'm not at the studio, I'm rehearsing with a band or I'm writing music or I'm working out, like I yeah, I don't get out much. I don't really have friends like that. I'm really more
Mhm.
focused on trying to get to where I want to get to.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
I
respect that.
can't, I can't even say.
I feel that. That's the right approach. You know what I'm saying, to get where you need to go. So I feel that. Word. Did I ask you about your influence? I asked about your background, but like, who influenced you as an artist? Or just just the whole package. What influences your whole package? Give them that.
My whole package. I definitely gotta say my favorite, Ryan Leslie, of course. Rihanna,
Mm-hmm.
100% Rihanna. Faith Evans. Those are honestly my top three. Like if I could, I try to get like a mixture of that, with the swag, with the all that. Ryan Leslie was a goat or
Yeah.
is a goat. So yeah, but those are my top influences right now.
So yeah, so yo, give everybody your info, how they can get a hold of you, how they can stay in tune with your movement, what you got going on.
My Instagram is Tniyah Official. My Twitter is the same thing. I don't have anything else. But yeah.
Yo, tell them how to spell Tniyah right though. Like you got a unique name. I got a unique name too. So like my name is Michael, and you see on the screen it says Mike, but it's spelled crazy. It's spelled like MYC.
Yeah, yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen it. I've seen it. I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it. It's
Yo, remember
it's
correct
T
spelling on your joint. Yeah,
right. I know nobody ever gets it right, but
yeah.
it's Tniyah. Tonight. I really have an apostrophe in my name, but I don't use it
Why not? I think it'll make it even look doper.
because I don't like how it looks.
I think it will look dope. I don't know. Hey, it's your brand, so don't listen to me.
I know. Maybe I will. I mean, if you say that, then maybe I'll try it out.
Hey, yo, I got my boy Ray. Like, yo, he's part of 929. My boy got a question. Do he? Nah, you got no question? Nah, he don't. Nah, he little gunshot right now. Nah. My bad, put on the spot. That's what we do over here. But we pulled this interview like, yo, we getting a lot of good responses out here for real. So,
Yeah, I should have come over there. I gotta
hey,
come
the
down
door's
there.
open. I mean, are you currently in Jersey? I mean, we in Connecticut.
Yeah.
We somewhat neighbors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all was right there. I could have came through.
Word, the door's open. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, definitely gonna make that happen.
oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna hold you to that too. You hear that, Elliot? Elliot, you heard it. Yeah. Elliot's on the call right now. Elliot, oh man, but yeah, nah, definitely. So, yo, anything else you want to say to the people real quick before we get into your joints?
I don't think I need to say anything because the music is about to speak for itself.
You talk that.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everybody who is listening to me and who does support me. So thank everybody who does. Thank you for this interview and taking the time to speak to me. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
And
likewise.
that's it,
So
and
it's a
listen
pleasure.
out for what he's about to play right now. And You comes out October 28th. And yes, it's gonna be lit.
Word. So yo, we gonna get to it. Introduce your record while I cue it up. Oh, we gonna start with All Mine. We gonna do the double play, and then we gonna play. I ain't got the name. Now, we gonna double play it up. You know what I mean? On my mind. I'm sorry. I was looking at the file. Wow, but it's dope. I actually love that On My record. Like I'll tell you now, since I messed the name up, I can at least say this. When I first heard it, literally, a little while ago before we actually did the interview, I was doing interview prep. I actually had that joint running back. I was driving from a long distance.
Really?
Yeah, I like that record. All my records dope too. So I love both of them records. So
Oh,
I still love the name, but
you.
you know what I mean? Kind of same face. That record's dope. I was running that joint back for real. So we're gonna play both of them joints
Thank
for real.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
So yeah, it's 929. Into it right now.